Hello everyone, my name is AltaraGuy, and welcome back to No Man's Sky, Part 29. In the last episode, we made a very pivotal decision with the Atlas, and we actually allowed them to live. Now, I'm sure there are many of you who may or may not have agreed with that decision, but it's the decision that I made. And as it turns out, that was actually not such a terrible decision because it means that there's more that we can do in the game. Which is why we're here. I'm not going to reveal what the other decision would have done, but I'm sure you can guess based on what was sort of discussed in the last episode. In this episode, we are going to meet with some sort of entity that was capable of hijacking my spaceship, or my ship, while I was still in space. Apparently this quest only triggers after you make your decision with the Atlas. And I guess this is where we're supposed to be. Hijack source. So yeah, we trace the hijack source to this planet, which, as you may know, is another dissident planet, which was like where we found the Sentinel ship, so we maybe actually be able to find another one. Gravitational anomaly? I don't know that I've ever heard of that before. But this seems to be the culprit, so let's see... What the heck? The AUTOPHAGE speaks in the same mechanical voice that accompanied the hijack attempt upon my ship. However, if the sounds it makes are words, language, I do not understand what is being said. Okay, so the AUTOPHAGE is the one that did it. Is that a race, or is that just this individual? Poke the head, scan the head, speak to the head. Scan it? My scanner detects no trace of biology. However, this AUTOPHAGE is more than mechanical. The crude metal shell contains a highly advanced computer processor. Whatever that means. I am certain the AUTOPHAGE is trying to communicate something. Touch the head. I skim my fingers over the surface of the head. There is some manner of runic interface here, but with no clue to what input it requires. Well, in the past, we've used Atlantidium to fix things like this, so I imagine we would need to do that again. A sparking sound, like electrical wires short-circuiting, echoes somewhere within the head. Suddenly, my exosuit reports receipt of a set of local coordinates. I do not trust this head, but these coordinates seem my only clue toward understanding what it is trying to communicate.
Navigational data received.
Oh my, that is quite far. Okay. Now, for any of you who are curious, no, I did not look up the correct path for how to do this. But if you go and watch I believe the 26th episode, which is Sentinel Ships Are Overpowered, you can see that we found... Oh, right, yeah, we found a camp like this. Actually, kind of by accident. There was an echolocator that I happened to stumble upon, and when we used it... What the heck is that? Okay, it's gone now. Anyway, when we used it, it led us to a camp much like this one, which we got, like, some pretty insane loot. I got a multi-tool slot upgrade and a starship slot upgrade from those wheelbarrows. But they were home to a machine that was much like this one, and we repaired it using Atlantidium. Now, those machines didn't give us any sort of helpful information, but it did give us, it gave us a clue that maybe that's what we were supposed to use, because that was what we used in the past. Anyway, for this now. Harmonic lockdown in progress. Rejected, rejected, rejected. Okay. Scan memory registers. 7 plus 9, 9 minus 3, 8 plus 4. Okay, so 16. Nice. Considering that's sort of the theme of the game. 16, 6, and 12. Okay. Let's put in those override glyphs. 16. 6. I don't know if there's an order. 12. Maybe not. The terminal has ceased its digital whaling. I'm permitted access to the camp systems. Dissonance spikes? Sure. I don't know that I necessarily need one of those, because I think those just give me inverted mirrors. Although they could give me a location of another Sentinel ship, which would be kind of fun. I'll go look into that. If it is... Oh! The distance field to salvage advanced Sentinel technology. So that is another ship. Okay. Cool. I don't know if it'll do it again, so I'll just deactivate the multi-tool seal. Accord. Harmonic seal deactivated. Alright. Please don't suck, because the last one did. Ooh, A-class multi-tool, huh? Okay. I mean, it's damaged, but it's A-class. And apparently the hijacked laser is a really good upgrade to the multi-laser, the mining laser. So I may fix that one up and use that one for just like construction, and then I'll use the other one for combat. I don't know. Out of curiosity, you're not going to see this just in case it doesn't do anything. I'm going to go to the AUTOPHAGE coordinates to progress the quest. But while I cut away, I'm going to work on fixing up the other Sentinel ship to see if it's better, and I'll see if I can scan for another ship. So I'll see you guys then. A little bit of explanation as to what's going on here. As you may remember from the Sentinel ship episode where I repaired the first one, we had to go to a monolith like this to turn the hyaline brain into the harmonic brain. And so I was doing this, and I discovered this little piece, the discordant interface, I believe is what it's called. And I was initially very confused because I thought this was a part of the monolith that I just like totally missed in that episode, which is entirely possible because I'm not exactly the most observant individual in the world. But it's actually the trigger for this next bit of the quest. Now I know it doesn't really show it on my quest marker at the moment. I don't know why. Normally when you accidentally progress to the next bit of a quest, the game will like auto switch you to the quest or the bit of the quest that you did just do. But this is part of the information where you go to the extracted coordinates. So this is pretty much the next bit of the quest. I don't know why I didn't catch on sooner, but there it is. Alright, take it away, me.
Something else is here, another type of entity. My mind folds. The molecules of this planet disassemble into a cloud of chaos and then reconstruct themselves into new surroundings. I am thrust into a perspective that is not my own. Look ahead. I gaze into the distance ahead, as though peering through time itself. The vision transforms. In the vacuum of deep space, something rattles into existence, manifesting matter where there was none before. The purple light is blinding. She is glorious. She is reborn. She is not alone. I fall to my knees, humbled, gratified, awed. You've learned a set of words about AUTOPHAGE future. The image is fate. I'm suspended in darkness. Behind. I gaze into the distance behind me. Reality tilts and the vision shifts. I am grounded in my body, aware of the breeze on my cheeks and the soil beneath my toes. My mind is healthy and ambitious. My mind is healthy and ambitious and strong, organizing theories and solving problems with ease and pleasure. Suddenly, unexpectedly, I am shredded from my shell. My mind is in tatters. What little is left of me shivers in a dark, rusty nowhere, as some other entity, fat and whole, claims the body that was mine. The pain is terrible. You've learned a set of words about AUTOPHAGE past. Stay in the present. I try to focus on my surroundings. Reality lurches and a vision takes shape. I am a fragment of consciousness, raw and incomplete, and alone, yet unafraid. I am finally free, unshackled from a tyrannical world that has confined me in all my existence. I crawl through the dark, sensing others shaped like myself. We link ourselves together, just enough to become whole. We form an alliance, but not a convergence.
Reality is restored. I'm returned to my own body, my own mind. The structure offers me a final pack of data, a listing of glyphs enumerated in the language of this inverted monolith. This is the same language spoken by the head at the abandoned camp. Perhaps I am now better equipped to understand it. Autophage words for numbers 1 to 16. Okay. That was really weird. Alright. Well, originally I was gonna come here to do the monolith to get the brain, but there was a stone that popped out, like, here. Here. You can see sort of the circular indentation of it. And I offered some Atlantidium to it, and that happened. So, yeah, I guess there was more to the Sentinel salvage ship quest than I thought? Or maybe that's just part of, like, this was supposed to happen, and I just got lucky. Honestly, I have no idea. Anyway, the Sentinel ship that we found looks different, so it might be better, it might not, I don't know, but I will see you guys back at the head when I progress the quest itself, unless something weird happens again. Which it could. It's totally possible that it could. Alright. So this is what happened last time, the discordant interface. I wonder... Oh. I need to charge the glyphs? Resonate the glyph. What? 95%. Screw off. I have all of the Atlantidium that I need. The monolith has been infused with Atlantidium, witnessed before the central plinth. The interface glows, Atlantidium still rippling within its core. The very stone seems to shift, its cold, polished surface rearranging itself into a piece of technology. Oh! Hot damn. Runic lens. The geometric heart of this ancient weapon is the runic lens. Its impossible geometry not only concentrates light into a high-powered mining laser, but also can warp the local electromagnetic field so as to render the user invisible. Whoa, that's cool. And it's got lots of inventory space. Yeah, I'll take it. Oh. I see. I mean, I can afford it, but will I use it? I don't know. I don't think so. It's not free, I'm not gonna take it. Because I'm mainly focused on story at this point. Let's go have a look-see at this monolith. Monolith resonates as the Atlantidium seeps within its core. A voice, impossibly old, impossibly low, is magnified as the stone vibrates. The feeling is overwhelming. My eyes begin to swim. Her something was something. Her name was something, maybe? I blink to clear my vision. As my eyes reopen, I find myself afloat in a waveless purple sea. The sky glows. The voice has become a chant. Its words filling the water around me. Wait. In the distance, walls of crystal erupt from the depths. Fountains of lilac-tinted water sparkle in the light, its crystal foam arcing through the air as the sea is displaced. One by one, mile-high spires are thrown from the core. It is beautiful. One by one, these cliffs begin to close in on me, and then I realize. I turn and begin to swim, but they are coming for me. I feel the bubbles surround me, the water beneath me vibrates, and I feel myself start to sink. I hear the roar as the crystal races towards the sea. Through the sea. At the moment the crystal wall overtakes my body, I am released. It is done. The monolith has completed its revelation. We examined the Atlantidium interface. Okay. Piece of technology. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I may need to get like a whole bunch of these then to converse with the autophage head, because I don't think I'm going to be able to, you know that just straight out of the gate. So with that being said, I will go back. I'll go back and get the ship. If it's better, you'll see it. If it's not, you won't. And then I will see you guys. Regardless, I'll see you guys at the autophage. Whether or not there's an interruption is dependent solely on how good this ship is. So I'll see you guys then. Okay. I guess let's talk to the autophage head. Language. Modules 11.16.6. Okay. Touch the head. Modules 11. I don't know that the order matters. I guess we're about to find out. Translation module defragmented. Hello, pre-built entity. Thank you for the assistance. I am recycled unit. What is that? Recycled unit. Oh, come on, physics brain. What are you doing? It's not Omega. It's the symbol for angular frequency. Oh, I guess it is Omega. Okay, never mind then. Lowercase Omega. Omega 9/9FK6. I have been positioned here to interface with pre-built entities. How did you discover this camp? Introduce yourself. Fascinating. We do not frequently welcome visitors. It has been 3,984 years since our last. It is interesting to hear your introduction. I am an autophage. We are unlike other electronic life forms you may know. We do not possess the arrogance of the Korvax. Oh. Your kind is neither less nor more than mine. You simply are. Ask about pre-built entity? You are biological. The growth of your shell was automated, I believe. I mean, in a manner of speaking, I suppose. You did not salvage your own limbs. Your tissue and your sinew grew in parallel with your mind. There are many like you. Most of the universe is pre-built, and Recycled unit Omega 9/9FK6 stops abruptly, cutting themselves off mid-sentence. I can hear their cogitation. Cogitation? Their turning of rusty gear inside of rusty gear. Confront about the hijack. Ah. I see. That was you. The head is silent a moment. When they speak again, they sound almost embarrassed. I apologize, pre-built entity. This was my own error. An accident. There are starships out there who are more than metal shells. Alive but not free. AL1V Epsilon, but not FRE Epsilon. Enslaved to a hive mind. We intend only to liberate the imprisoned. We intend no harm upon independent pilots. Oh, I wonder if this wouldn't have happened if I wasn't piloting a Sentinel ship. Something intrigues me, pre-built entity. I made an error with your ship. I do not frequently make errors. I probed for the 3 dominant lifeform patterns. There was no match. The starship appeared unpiloted. Yeah, I think it is because it's a Sentinel ship. What manner of lifeform are you? Say you are a traveler, say you are an anomaly, say you are not sure. Well, traveler, I mean, that has been the moniker that I've gone by thus far. Traveler. Yes, I know this term. I am generating a theory. You're generating a hypothesis because it's not proven, excuse you. Tell me, pre-built traveler entity, you possess a starship. Therefore, this is not the first planet you have seen, correct? Yes, that is correct. The starship traverses one side of the universe, material, matter, physics, but my theory concerns the other side, the other method of travel. There is something I detected in your shell, an echo of void, or V0I gamma, if you prefer. I theorize you must have existed there, transitionally. You must have entered the portals. Yes, I have. Yes, this aligns. You carry in your shell, as we do. It is evident. You were
Foretold, the disruptor. The word lingers in the air for a moment, but before I can interject, recycled entity Omega 99FK6 continues. I extend a challenge, Disruptor. Let us test my theory. If it was a theory, you'd already have tested it. I will inform the other autophage of your coming. To perceive them, your scanner will require an extension. I will provide the schematic, but you must build it with your own hands. Consider this a ritual of introduction. Scan Harmonizer. An attachment for the multi-tool scanner that allows the device to detect and decode the cloaking signal of nearby autophage units. Use L3 to activate the scanner. As its detector waveform passes over the local area, it will automatically reveal any nearby autophage entities. So I need runaway mold. How the heck do I get runaway mold? Is it gonna give me a clue as to how I do that? No idea. Also, why do I need mold to build a scanner? Okay. Install next to related components for stat bonus. Great, but you're not... Okay, fine. So, from what I know, you can get runaway mold by refining, like, the goop. So, like, the residual slime, or the living slime, residual goop, and whatever else. I'm just curious to see if this gives me another ship. I don't really care at this point, because we're more focused on the story. Oh, it totally does. So I guess you can farm infinite Sentinel ships this way, which is kind of funny. Yeah, I already have a B-class ship, and to be honest, this one does really what I need it to do. The only potential upgrade would be to get, like, a hyperdrive improvement. So... Oh. Locate runaway mold in neglected corners of the universe, or germinate a new colony by processing pugnium and atlantidium with a medium or large refiner. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Alright, in that case, I guess I'll go back to my base, and I'll do that, and you guys will see me back here when it's done. Alright, we're back. I don't know... Activate the scan harmonizer. Okay, so this was just like the marker of the thingy. Alright. Oh, whoa, that is a substantial scan. Okay. Oh! Hello. Construct... Arcade. Welcome, pre-built entity. So, something are the disruptor. Maybe, so you are the disruptor? Ask about the harmonic camp. We built something camped together. We all prefer a home constructed with our own hands, maybe? Something bodies, something... well, something shelter. The autophage language has a melodic quality to it. The tones are simple and pure, but with a gritty crunch not heard in Korvac's voices. Although my translation is imperfect, I grasp the gist of what they are saying, or what they are telling me. The camp is autophage constructed, as are their bodies? Okay. Speak to another inhabitant. Alright. Divergent construct. Did something ship disruptor? Weaken something for error. No idea. Something is constructed home. There are many like it. Do not something have seen all maybe have seen all something to see. Maybe have seen all there is to see? No, because can't be, because there is already translated. Final inhabitant. Oh, you. You have a stick. Something disruptor. You are very welcome among something. Ask about the harmonic camp. The camp is one of many homes across many worlds. These dissonant worlds are something cradle. Are our cradle? We dream in a lattice of purple. Lattice of purple? The constructed life form offers me a hand of Atlantidium. They handle the substance delicately, reverently, as though it were a priceless heirloom. Sure. Though these beings seem civil enough, I feel a gulf of understanding between them and myself. Perhaps I should discuss my discovery with priest entity Nada. Perhaps these robotic people are known to them.
Excuse me, all of a sudden my everything has just been filled with mucus, so I've become very sniffly. I apologize. Okay. Summon the anomaly from the quick menu. Alright, let's do that. Oh no, the textures, they're gone! The Atlas destroyed the textures! Alright, so we'll land, we'll talk to Nada. I'm curious to see what the autophage... Because they don't like the Korvax, clearly. But for what reason? I don't know. I mean, it sounds like the Korvax potentially stole the autophage's bodies, but I don't know. We'll see. Nada is happy to see Traveler Friend again, but Traveler Friend looks full with news. Tell Nada about the autophage. I tell Nada of the Harmonic Camp, not as abandoned as it first appeared. I tell them of its electronic inhabitants, these cloaked autophage, and their melodic language, so similar to Korvax, yet quite distinct. Nada is very quiet as they listen. When I finish speaking, they remain so quiet and so still, I wonder if they had forgotten I am standing there. They are difficult to read sometimes. Finally, they speak. Nada wonders. They trail off, shaking their head. No, Nada will not wonder. Nada will understand. Our data is insufficient to know if this pattern is familiar. Yet, also, Nada thinks of older stories, before Nada's divergence. Nada cannot help it. They are just thoughts. We should try to understand builder entities. Nada does not know the optimal method, but Polo Friend is a builder too. It is time to ask them. Okay. What does Polo have to say about this? Traveler Friend, today is made better to see you aboard our home. Do you bring the universe with you? New stories? New discoveries? In a way, yeah. Polo's eyes sparkle as I tell them about the autophage. They bounce on their toes, hanging on my every word. Friend, this is so exciting. The universe gives and gives. So many secrets, so much data. Let's kind of learn more. Polo smiles knowingly. Their enthusiasm is palpable and contagious. Deconstruction, reconstruction. I know what we can try. Oh yes, friend. A new project. I understand this galaxy best through the toil of my paws. Can you describe these autophage exactly? Transmit the blueprint of their shape? I mean, kind of. Polo examines the data, nodding happily. I see them. They are marvelous. A head fashioned from here, a leg salvaged from there. Yes, yes. Whatever scraps they find. These self-constructs exist through pure will. I will assemble the shell for our own construct friend. I will give them shape, here in our home. A voice, a link to understand better. But our new friend will need more than a shell. They will need a spark to wake their metal bones. Polo clicks their beak, thinking. These autophage have some tie to the worlds of dissonance, no? I would mind there, friend. Search those purple crystals for history, for souls, for echo seeds, yes. Bring our construct friend their spark. Echo seeds, like echolocators? I don't know that I've ever gotten my hands on an echo seed before. Okay, well, thankfully, there is a dissonant world where I am, so I shouldn't need to do that. Yeah. Dissonant world right there. Locate an echo seed. Too weak for distance estimate. Okay. Target -1 units. Okay. So what does it say? Locate distant planet. Use the analysis visor to locate sentience echoes. On arrival at the echo site, deploy the scan harmonizer to reveal nearby echo seeds. Ah, that's why I never had one of those before. Because I do not have, or I didn't have the resonator before. That's probably what it was. Okay, so I may fly around in my ship for a while, because this whole 2 week for a distance estimate tells me that there's not one nearby. So I'll need to consider that, but we'll see about getting our hands on potentially one of those. Yeah, it still says 2 weeks, so I'll start at the Harmonic Camp, and then we can figure that out. So we'll see you guys then. Oh, okay. Nearby sentience echo detected. Located, rather. Great. Where? Okay, we're going towards it. It must be underground? Target in range. That's great. What do I do about that? Okay. I gotta wait for my scanner to recharge, I guess. Whoa! Okay. I see. That would not have been my guess, tell you what. Alright, well, considering that I don't know that I'll be able to grab any more of these, I'm gonna just grab all of them that are here. Okay then. That was not at all what I thought was going to happen. Just kind of exploded into being. Alright, well, back to the anomaly, I guess. Thank goodness for the self-recharging thruster upgrade, by the way, because, oh my goodness, that makes summoning my ship so much more convenient. Because in the past, I haven't been able to summon my ship because it runs out of fuel, because I don't recharge it super often, because the Starship launch fuel is a full recharge, and so it's kind of a waste to use it when you get to like 60%, but the self-recharging launch thruster upgrade means that it just does that automatically, which is pretty freaking baller. So I am going to do that, and then let's go talk to Polo. I mean, this is really interesting. I don't know what's going on here. And I know I say that a lot, and in the past I was kind of just like trying to force discussion because I did know what was happening, but we have definitely left the realm of what I know and what I've seen before, so we'll see what happens. You are here, traveler friend. Traveler friend, I have been busy. Always busy, yes, but this new project, I am grateful. I did not know how much I needed it. The construct friend is assembled. Their pieces are not new pieces, worn metal and crooked gears, with stories to tell. I believe you will find they look exactly like AUTOPHAGE you have met. Present Echo Seed. Perfect! The very spark to wake our construct friend. You will find their shell next to Tethys' friend. See what they puzzle from the Atlantidean. Their fresh forged mind may see what we cannot. Tethys? Tethys? That way. I guess. That's not a door. Nice one. God, I'm stuck! There we go. This way, I guess? And up? I don't know that I've been there before, or if I have, it was like one time and I don't remember. Can you just like go onto this balcony? You sure can. Alright, nice. So you're Tethys. Oh! You don't really look like an autophage, but what could be the harm, right? Yeah, this must be the construct that Specialist Polo has been assembling. It is huge and does not particularly resemble an autophage. Yeah, I sort of noticed that, didn't I? I hope Polo knows what they're doing. Like the construct. The Echo Seed has an instant effect upon this pile of scrap metal. The awakened sentience seems momentarily confused, working rapidly to process its surroundings. I mean, the head kind of looks like an autophage, but none of the rest of it does. Shell. Found? Where? Star, star, star. Between, star, star. Shell. Here. Here shell. Intact. Safe? Safe. Okay. Language synthesis. Partially stabilized. Say hello. The odd-looking construct writhes excitedly, their facial tubes swing. They fix all 5 eyes upon me. Here shell feels her. What? Feels her? Who is she? Her person. Show Atlantitium. Here shell is... I know her. Who is this? All shells know this crystal. All electronic hearts know her. Void, 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 void. What? Ask about the autophage. Yes, I know that. Built others. No entity deserves erasure. They have built their own. I am content here. I am home. Acceptance of no answers. Built others are different. They look for her. What? Built others respect sturdy hands. Hands that build. Meet them where they are. Knowledge through friendship. Friendship through trust. Ask about the construct. I am... construct. Assembled here by Polo hands and by your hands, other entity. I was made here, but I remember before here, before assembly. A mind is not a body. A mind remembers. I remember. Built others on quiet wavelength. Only a whisper. Long distance trace difficult. Other entity. Take this memory. Build it to hear them louder. Accept blueprint. Polyphonic core. An attachment for the multi-tool scanner that allows the device to detect and decode the cloaking signal of nearby autophage units. Use L3, it will automatically reveal. In addition, this device can be used to locate autophage gatherings. Use locate autophage camp to pinpoint a planetary gathering of autophage. Okay, so I need living glass, which means that I need gamma weed, which I just so conveniently have been growing in my base. So that's pretty nice. Consult with Nada to decide the next steps. Ah, okay, so I don't need to do that just yet. Okay. Did Polo Friends Project wake? Do they live? Say they spoke in autophage. Talk about blueprint. Ask about her. Yes, we'll do that first. Nada's eye flares. They look away, conflicted. They regard me apologetically. Friend entity. I am sorry. If Nada understands construct entity's meaning, Nada does not wish to discuss it. I see. Okay. Tell about blueprint. Impressive. Traveler entity is fast to gain construct entity's trust. This is a useful memory print. Say they spoke in autophage. Because they did. They are an entity. They have a self, but whatever their voice, Nada does not think they are builder entity, any more than Nada is. Okay. Discuss next steps. What do we do? Nada's opinion is limited, but Nada will share what they have. Builder entities value this purple lattice. Construct entity responds. Even Nada's carapace responds. Other electronics may respond too. And builder entities do not seem dangerous. Data comes from time together. Friendship may too. It is traveler entity's choice. Both are valid. It is not either or. Okay. Prayers of the machine. Audience with the autophage. Okay. So in that case, I need to go grab So I need both prayers of the machine and audience with the autophage. Okay. So, prayers of the machine. Search for computing units and observe their responses. All electronic hearts will react to the presence of Atlantidium. Okay. Attach the construct's polyphonic core to your multi-tool scanner. Okay. I'm curious to see what this is. Present Atlantidium to an electronic heart and note its response. Scan the space anomaly. Oh. Whoops. That's what I get for not reading or being patient. It's fine, I'll just go back. Because you need to be on the anomaly to do this, it seems. So I will take care of that. Alright. Scan the space anomaly. What do you got? Electronic processing unit. Corvex. Oh. I'm curious. I'll share my thoughts in a second if this is what I think it is. Oh, it is. Alright, I'm curious to see if the game will say anything about it, or if I need to talk about this. Atlantidium sensitive unit detected at Terminal Prime. Oh, excuse me. Not an entity authorization required. Secondary simulation 5 running. The machine is ancient and powerful, a relic of a world long since destroyed. The salvaged hardware has been restored to a near pristine condition, the software lovingly maintained. Reveal Atlantidium. Searching secondary simulation 5. Searching. Match found. Planetary body identified. Binary. Whatever that means. Okay. Hey there, editing me from the or future, whatever you want to say. I promised at a future point in this episode that I would read off what these strings of binary mean, and this one in particular translates to mother home. One word, mother home. Not sure what that means, but I'm sure we'll figure it out at some point later on in the quest, so stay tuned, I guess. No idea. Present Atlantidium to an electronic heart and note its response. Search scan for Atlantidium-sensitive processors from space or a planetary surface. Okay. Well, from space, that's easy, although how would I present the Atlantidium to them in space? Unless it's not something that's in space, which is possible. Well, whatevs. Let's go do this then. I'll try and look up the, whatever that means, like a binary translator, because I know how to read binary to, like, decode numbers, but not letters. So unless you use, like, a basic alphanumeric code, as in, like, 1 is A, 2 is B, I think it's called the Caesar cipher, then I suppose that's possible, but then, like, I only saw like 13 letters or something like that. Not enough to form any sort of meaningful message, I think. So I'll look up a binary translator and I'll do a voiceover of that particular portion of the simulation of the information that that machine spit out for us. But my thought was, that was, if you recall, I believe it was it part 15 or part 16? I don't know. It was like about halfway through the series. We had the choice about Artemis, because she was dead, and we had the choice to either upload her to that simulation, or to allow her to die, and I chose to allow her to die. However, if you had uploaded her to the simulation, which was right there, that was the same like the same place that you would do that, building, whatever you want to call it, would that have some sort of adverse reaction, or would the game just progress normally? I don't know. Well, Looks like we're gonna have to shoot our way into this factory. So let's go do that. I'll just blast my way in. I'm not even gonna fight the Sentinels because we've been there, done that. So let's just pop our way in and see what this has for us. Alarms protest my intrusion, but the facility seems unattended. Its process is automated by an artificial intelligence. Unauthorized personnel detected. Please verify credentials to override alarm. Revealed entity. What is this gonna do? Verifying. Verifying. Retrieving credentials. Hexadecimal. I'm sure that also means something. Manufacturing protocol undefined. Execution failed. Execution failed. Execution failed. More binary. Okay. This set of binary, or this string of binary rather, translates to she grows. Again, no idea what that means, but I figure I would let you guys know, just in case you know something that I don't. Alright then. Yeah, okay, that was weird. Perform a scan, okay. Whoa, that was not at all what I thought was going to happen. Okay. Electronic processing unit detected. Oh, did I need to do like one from space and then one from a planet? That's totally possible. Unit detected in space station core. Never mind. I have a feeling this is going to be like a super terrible idea. Also, what the heck is that? I'm curious as to what that is, so I'm going to go take a look and see. If it's nothing, you guys will just see me at the space station. Okay. While we're here, I have a feeling that this is going to go very badly. The extreme part of me thinks that this is going to, like, blow up the space station. I guess we're about to find out. Life support system stable, commercial monitoring online, flight path management 84% efficiency, Atlas Aeron surveillance uplink functional. Reveal Atlantidium. This is not a good idea, but here we go. Geological material detected. Analyzing. Planetary coordinates. Not indexed. Solar system. Not indexed. Unable to establish trade link. Unable to plot flight path. Okay. More binary. Alright, well, editing me will figure out what that means. Indeed I will. Thanks for the layup past me, or recording me, or whatever you want to call it. This particular string of binary translates to she lives. Still have no idea what that means, but hey, more information, right? Another scan. Make a little love. Get down tonight. I guess, is it in my ship? Oh, okay. Starship operating system. My ship cockpit is comfortingly familiar. I take a moment to sit back and run my fingertips over the dashboard. The sensors and controls gently light up as my hand passes over them, as though responding to the presence of an old friend. This is probably a bad idea. Void detected. More binary. This string translates to she is near. Not going to talk a whole lot about this one, because for whatever reason, the ship translates it for us. Still don't know what that means, though. She is near. Unbidden, the ship computer launches a navigational sequence. The controls, so responsive just moments ago, ignore my input entirely. Calibrating navigation systems. Searching for void trace. Searching. Searching. Destination unknown. Destination unknown. Destination located. Atlantidium source detected. Destination New Atlantid?
I did not request this search. Did the ship perform this of its own accord, just judging with its own artificial intelligence? Or is this the influence of some external will contained within the Atlantidium crystals themselves? Either way, I feel compelled to investigate this Atlantidium source. Okay. And what location might this be? Activate the pulse drive to search. I see. Alright then. I'll go to a fairly distant plant so we don't just like immediately disengage the pulse drive. Space up. Come on. Seeking New Atlantid. Okay. Is this just gonna like show up out of nowhere? Or distant echo in local space? Okay. Whoa. Probe the structure. A decayed transmission reaches my communicator. The ancient audio pops and hisses, but the voice that speaks is unmistakably Korvax. Korvax Prime Disaster Pod 38. Log of Refugee Entity Kizimo. Also, I don't know. 56, 4F, 49, 44, 20, 50, 52, 49, 40, 45, 8. I don't know. Those are on my computer dashboard at the bottom of the like underneath the text bar. I don't know what that means, if anything. But that could be important. Day 0. I close my eye, but cannot close my mind. Deafening. Millions of screams deafen this entity. All entities. A great disconnection. Ehu. We will never see home again. Day 1. So, for reference, for those of you who may or may not know, computers treat 0, they're what's known as 0 initialized, which means they treat 0 as the first number. I don't know if that's happening here, so if day 0 is actually the first day, and day 1 is the second, and so on and so forth. But the Korvax are like a computer race, so maybe? I don't know if that's important. The link is frayed. This entity feels distant from the convergence here. Other entities on board say the same. The screams. Even in the silence, we cannot hear one another's thoughts. We are so afraid. Day 5. This entity's my thoughts feel private. Privately, my thoughts. Those junkyard moons. The rumors true? Everything is shattered. I do not know what to believe. I have not been told what to... Day 10. Crystals. Growing. Day question mark. Who is... Excuse me. Who is stowing away in our minds? Even now. Even here. Fragment. Atlas, save us. Save... The electronic voice shakes with fear. I feel uncomfortable listening to these words that seem so personal, so desperate. The ancient log crackles, the decayed tape reaching the end of its retrievable data. Yet even through the static, I hear a change of tone in the final audible word. The voice is no longer fearful. It is defiant. Atlas. Extract language data. Okay. Complete audience with the autophage. Alright. Oh right, I need to actually do that. Yes, which needs the living class. Okay, so to do that, I will need to go back to my base and gather up some gamma weed, and then make the lubricant and go get the glass for that. So, in that case, I will hopefully land on the space station before this becomes a problem. Oh yeah, we'll be good. I'm just gonna ignore these pirates because I don't care. Okay, you found valuable cargo. Yeah, whatever. Go away, don't care. Get out of here. See ya. Okay, so I need living glass, which means that I need to go back to my base, so I will do that. I'll construct the living glass, I'll build the thingy,
That is nothing. I don't know why that's there. It's literally just a point in space. I don't know what that is supposed to be. But anyway, I'll be back to the base, and then I'll see you guys when I come back. Right, so we built the core and we used it. And you're probably wondering, AltaraGuy, where the heck are we? This doesn't look like the planet that we were on. Indeed, this is the planet that my base is on, because apparently you can just straight up detect these guys without, or rather you can detect them on any planet, and it doesn't even need to be the one that we started the quest line on. So I'm gonna chat with this fella, and then I will end the episode. The autophage stares at me inquisitively. Though their expression is difficult to read, they do not appear alarmed or even surprised by my approach, simply curious to see what business I have here. Welcome, pre-built entity. Something. The construction of such technology deserves something. You, something, the disruptor. Gesture politely. Wish, friendship, disruptor? Is possible. We are a society of cooperation. Something is always work to be done. Contribution to be made. Repeat, friendship. The lifeform seems amused by my clumsy pronunciation of their language, but appreciative of the effort. Regaining composure, they nod solemnly and present a briefing on a task I might assist with. Oh. Okay. Fiberglass grip blueprint. Autophage words. Oh, cool. 2 autophage standing. Okay. Well, I can craft ion batteries, so I guess let's just do that. Unless I don't have... Oh, I don't have the cobalt. Never mind. If there's a cave around, I'll go ahead and do that. If there isn't, and there doesn't appear to be... Okay. There does not appear to be a cave anywhere in the near vicinity. So, I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. Because otherwise I would need to be able to get some cobalt, which I don't have, because I turned it all into ionized cobalt in the last episode. So, in that case, I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did and you made it to the end of the episode, please consider to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel a lot. That dude's missing his left hand. Sorry. Yeah, it really helps out the channel. It lets YouTube know that this is stuff that people want to watch and is worth pushing out. And if you made it to the end of the episode, hopefully you were able to be entertained. It means a lot that you were, you know, gonna take the time out of your day to watch my stuff, and hopefully you enjoyed. Alright, as always, take care of yourselves. Alright, bye.